Yeah, hello everybody, welcome to a new video. Thanks for still supporting me. Today we are talking AeroPress Go. I'm gonna show you how to make a nice tasty cup of coffee with AeroPress, which is the best device if you're thinking to travel, even though it's quite difficult at the time. Let's do it. The first AeroPress was invented in 2005 by an American dude, which had in mind to recreate a drink somewhere close to an espresso. Even though he wasn't really successful for that, he created a whole new movement of AeroPress people, and that much that they actually created the championship just for AeroPress. Comes in this kind of cup and with this lid, so it's perfect for traveling. We have the lid, this kind of rubbery plasticky lid. Paper filter holder, it holds approximately 20 filters, but it also comes with a pack of 350 paper filter. The actual AeroPress. In the AeroPress you actually have a little stirrer which helps you to stir the coffee. Then there is a spoon, like a dosing spoon. It holds approximately 14 grams of coffee, but because we use scale, we don't need this. The actual AeroPress is made out of three main pieces. We have the lid where you put the paper filter, the actual chamber, and a kind of piston. And then also there is the cup or mug, however you wanna call it, which is kind of the box of the AeroPress, but you can drink from it. So this is pretty much how the AeroPress looks like. But now let's make a cup of coffee. The first thing you need is our beloved scale, our best friend when it comes to brewing coffee. Coffee slightly more fine than what we made for the V60. You can see that it's slightly finer, kind of a sea salt consistency. While we wait for the water to boil, for the AeroPress we are looking for a temperature of 94 degrees, which is approximately 30 seconds after boiling time. Then we take our paper filter. This is gonna help us to keep some oils from the coffee and all the grounds as well. First thing that you have to do is always rinse it and make sure that it's nice and wet and the peppery taste is gone. Usually I would have used a gooseneck kettle, but for the AeroPress you don't actually need a precise pouring kettle because it's a kind of a steep infusion extraction method, so we don't really need to be precise with the water flow. Just have to make sure that everything is nice, wet and saturated. So we're going to pre-wet our paper filter with just a dash of water. There are loads and loads and loads of different ways of making it. The most common one are classic method. Basically it will be like this with the cup at the bottom, but we do the invert method, which basically consists in put the AeroPress upside down. So for today's recipe we are using 14 grams of coffee. We're gonna simply place it in our AeroPress, stir it, and make sure that you have a timer as well. We are gonna do the blooming process, so we're gonna pour 30 grams of water. At the same time we start our timer as well, and we give it a nice stir. Then after the 30 seconds are over, we are going all the way up to 150, and there you go. Because the AeroPress Go is slightly smaller than the normal AeroPress, we are going to do a brewing method with bypass, which means that we make a more concentrated brew and then we dilute it with some water at the end, gently getting rid of all the extra air that is in there. We're gonna let it steep for a minute, and when it is a minute 30 we flip it, give it a nice stir, and then we gently start to push. We push as gently, as consistent as you can, so you're not going to create any channeling, which means that the water will find easier way to get through the pack, and it will be under extracted. It takes approximately 2 minutes. So now we have our concentrated brew, and to that we are simply going to add 50 more grams of water. That's it. Give it a nice swirl, making sure that everything is mixed together, and there you go. Nice and easy, super simple, super quick. Our cup of coffee on the go is ready. And so here we are. Our cup of coffee is ready. Really easy to make. It's one of the best devices for people who are always on the go or always traveling. It got really popular because he also produced a really interesting cup of coffee, which is different from the classic pour-over method. It has a bit more body, a bit more mouthfeel. But now, let's give it a taste. Today I was brewing a Nanasora anaerobic fermentation from Ethiopia. Ethiopia, as you might know, is the birthplace of coffee. It was discovered ages ago, long time ago, when a shepherd realized that his goat was eating those sherry from this plant, and he started to get super excited and he couldn't control it anymore. So he realized that this is kind of a magical plant, and that's pretty much in a few words how the coffee history started. So, and of course this from Campbell this time, but now let's test it with AeroPress, because it's actually the first time I'm making it with AeroPress. Wow, it's a totally different coffee than when you make it with V60. So it has a bit more of a heavy body, more heavy mouthfeel. It kind of coats your palate, and it gives a nice taste of bergamot. A lot of florality as well. There is a lot of sweetness, which kind of a candy sweetness. Is really like punchy. It's not bitter at all. It just is a little hint at the end, and it just disappears after you swallow the coffee. You can feel some fruit in it, like kind of stone fruit as well, plum, damson, mango, those kind of fruit. So that's it for today as well. I hope this was helpful. I hope this is gonna help you to make a better tasty cup of coffee. And if you have any question regarding the AeroPress, please don't hesitate to ask, and I will be more than happy and proud to answer you this question, guys. See you on the other side. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. I really need some support. See you. Ciao, people.